It was a long process, man, just trying to make the right decisions and weighing on my options. And then I had an opportunity that, talking to Chris Mullen and gave me an opportunity to be here. And it was a great opportunity, coaching under Don Nelson and what his style of play is. And, it was great for me that I had the opportunity of being here. So I'm just happy. I'm very happy, man. I'm still stunned by it and being here in the Bay Area, but I think it's going to be great.
What's an outsider's impression of Nelly?
Oh.
What it'll be like to play for him?
Run and gun. That's what I hear mostly about Nelly. He expects the best out of his players, and that's what I expect out of myself. So I think it's going to be a good fit for me, and also anywhere I can to help this team, as far as the leadership roles and trying to help the young guys. That's what I'm here for.
Did you ever have something different?
Well, I think I had it partially with the Clippers. We had a lot more veteran guys on our team, older, but here it's a lot more younger guys that you have with Monte, Benanelli, a few other guys, Randolph, Brandon Wright. So, these some young guys they're very talented and definitely need direction. I think Steven Jackson and also Al Heron has been doing a good job to really help these guys be the best players they can be.
You mentioned Steven. Have you had a chance to speak to any of your teammates?
No, I haven't. I usually talk to Steven Jackson and Al Harrington every summer in Las Vegas, but I haven't had an opportunity to talk to him. But actually, Al called my older brother and congratulated me on being here. So, it's good, man. I know these guys. I know Monte. I know a lot of guys on this team. And, it's great to come here knowing people, having kind of like a family feel.
Or do you think this is a playoff team? And if not, what do you think it has to do to get to be a playoff team?
Well, I think we have an opportunity with the style of play that Don Nelson do. His motto is, we're going to score more points than you. And I think we have the talent to do that. I know they're trying to add on some more pieces that can help the team with Ronnie Turioff right now. So, getting a couple more pieces can also help this team, make a run to the playoffs.
Could you imagine 2 weeks ago being here?
No, not at all. It's kind of surreal. 2 weeks ago, we were still wearing the opposite with the Clippers, and I had some more offers for the mid-level with San Antonio and Boston, these teams that have really did well in the playoffs. So I'm just sitting back and kind of waiting my turn and praying about all the situations. And next thing you know, this opportunity came up, and it was great.
Was there any thought of going back to the Clippers?
Yeah, it was. I was there for 9 years, so it was a thought going back there, and then we heard that Barron was going to be there. So it was so many options. EB was supposed to come back, and it gave us the opportunity where it was an opportunity to be back in a position where we was back in the playoffs. And then things changed, and Elton was he's in Philly now, and then I'm here. So it's for the better. That's what I think. I think I wish the Clippers the best, but also this is my team. I'm so happy to be here.
There's some concern about the Warriors' point guard situation. How do you see that playing out?
Well, right. Well, Barron gone. Barron was an intricate part to this team. Everyone knows that. The fans know it. The fans has been great here. Just watching the games here, their whole motto, we believe, is great. And I think Barron leaving, it's going to put a damper. But I think Monte has the opportunity to step up and be the player that he can be. He's very young. He's very explosive. Everyone knows what he can do. So it's going to be great for him to step in and be the leader that he needs to be. He has to be a leader on the floor, being at the point guard slot. And I think Nelly is really going to force that, and also bringing in a veteran point guard to help him out.
Corey, why here over San Antonio or Boston? Was it simply the Warriors put together the best package? Well,
I think they had a great package with, talking to Chris Mullen. It's very different coming from the Clippers and you're not having a practice facility, and now you come here, you have your practice facility. It's so much stuff has changed, and other options from San Antonio. Hearing from these teams, I was kind of stunned by it. Being able to come to these teams and see what they had to offer. And at the end of the day, I'm talking to my agent and trying to make the decision. Then he said, "Hey, man, it's your decision." Talked it over with my wife, and she said, she really didn't want to leave, but this is the next best thing, standing in California. And like I said, man, I'm just so glad to be here.
You a California guy now?
I guess so, man. I'm from Chicago, and I pretty much hate the cold. So
you don't want to go back there.
Yeah. So being here, in the Bay Area, staying in California is wonderful.
Had the Warrior thing not come up, were you leaning one way or the other on the other? Or had you gotten to that point yet?
Well, I was kind of in the middle. I think I was leaning more towards San Antonio because their style of play. I mean, I talked to Popovich a whole lot, Tim Duncan and Manu, a lot about trying to be there. I had some great opportunities there, and also with Boston and Cleveland, talking to the coaches and also the general managers there. So those are my choices, being there. I think the last phone call I talked to Coach Popovich about, I decided to come here, and he's like, well, I wish you the best, and I hope everything worked out for you. Then I got a call 5 minutes later from Tim Duncan. It's like, I wish you the best, but don't take this whipping personally. So I'm expecting. I can't wait to play San Antonio right now.
Corey, there's been a lot of talk here in the Bay Area last week that this is Monte's team now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I'm the old guy on the team now. I think Monte is the up-and-coming guy who's really been putting in a lot of work. I mean, I think it really is his team because he has to be the point guard. And I think when you're the point guard, you have to be the general on the floor to kind of handle a lot of stuff. And I think, me and Steven Jack and Al Herring, we're the backbones of this team. We have to be the backbone. We put it on Monte to distribute the ball, to score the ball, to be the player that he's supposed to be. And that's about it.
Chris Mullin made a big point out of, bringing you in here as an example for some of the young guys to follow in the weight room or, on the practice court. What is the Corey Maggette fitness regime? What is that?
Well, yeah, that's what I had a long talk with Chris, and just my work ethic alone. Being in the gym early, being in the weight room, taking care of my body, eating the right way. That's very important. I mean, nowadays, especially with the weight gaining and things like that, trying to keep people eating what's right. And Chris was really wanting to stress that about teaching the young guys, first of all, leadership and just showing what you do on the court and off the court, about how you train, how you work out. That's very important. He wants to instill that to the guys right now at a young age. And I mean, I'm the perfect person to do that.
As a guy, the new guy here, a lot of times when a guy gets traded, he says to himself, I'm going to do things a little bit different here with a new start than I did with my last stop.
Mm-hmm.
Anything in your mind you say, okay, I'm going to do this here because I didn't do it there, or I didn't do it there until too late, or anything like that? Anything you want to change about who you are?
Well, I mean, from the beginning, when I first got drafted by Seattle, then I got traded the next, took my hat off and went to Orlando. I had a quick experience about being traded so fast the next season. I mean, I can remember I was with my brother and my family. I'm bowling, and next thing you know, I'm bowling, and they say, Corey Maggette has been traded to the Clippers, and I threw the ball up in the air. So, I mean, this whole transition.
That's how you found out?
Yeah, that's literally how I found out the first, 20 minutes. So, this whole experience about, moving on and being traded, I experienced it early. So it's just change. Stuff happens. This league is about change and going to different teams. So you can't hold any grudges about it. You just have to be the man and just enjoy it. I mean, this is a blessing, going to different teams. If you ask me, I play for the National Basketball Association. That's what we as players come here to do, is to play hard to be able to get in this league. And being able to go to different teams I think it's a blessing.
In the eye of a lot of fans, you, in a sense, you guys don't play the same position. You're kind of replacing Barron. And as a guy who's going to be an important part of this team, how do you look at that, and is that even something that enters your mind?
Well, I don't think I'm replacing Barron. I think we just traded numbers about, what he did last year. I'm just bringing what I bring to the table. I'm not a point guard. I'm not what Barron brought this team, but I'm going to bring a lot of other stuff. My versatility, attacking the free throw line, doing whatever I can to win this game. I think right now, as far as the exchange for Barron, it has to be is on Monte. It's really on the whole team, but as far as the point guard position, is on Monte to really step up and be the point guard he needs to be.
A couple more in the group session, if there's any more.
Any question?
That's it.
I'm just want to let you know I'm very glad to be here. I really thank Chris Mullin, Chris Cohen, the owner, giving me this opportunity to be here in the Bay Area. I mean, I'm real ecstatic about playing on my first game, experiencing this whole "We Believe." I think you kind of stole it from the Clippers before, that Clipper Nation thing, but "We Believe," man, that's great, man. I think we just gonna have a great time here. Just so glad for this opportunity.